Alright, chat, we're back. Sorry about that. We're back. Let's go. We fixed the issue. How is everyone doing? I'm sorry for the delay. I'm sorry for the delay. It was funny though. We got the game card situation fixed. We are good. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Oh, I guess this evening. Smile. Hi, Christian. Thanks for the help. Just smile. Smile. The plan today, the idea is simple. We are level... What level are we? I already forget. Level 81. We're 81. I want to at least get 82. Possibly 83. That's the goal. 82 or 83. So, I'll be like talking about this on and off throughout today, but two things are happening. So I want to talk about them. Number one, there's no enemies. Very anticlimactic. Number one, the next game that we will be 100%ing, which is Mario Galaxy, we will be starting tomorrow, assuming weather holds up. But assuming weather holds up, we're starting it tomorrow, and we're gonna begin Mario Galaxy, which I'm very excited for. I am very excited for. Ah, that's the wrong thing. I unmuted the wrong tab. Oopsie. Yeah, so Mario Galaxy, we're starting tomorrow. Smile. I'm looking forward to it. And then the other thing, which I should just make Nightbot do an automatic command for, but I don't. Smile. First of all, we have a new video. We finished Kirby's Dream Land 3, which, funny enough, came out like, I think the day after the 33rd anniversary of Kirby. Was not intentional at all, but I'll take it. I'll take it. But we also have a Discord now. Yippee! I revamped the Discord. And by revamped, I mean I made a whole new one. I made a new one. And so if you're in the old server, I'll be pinging everyone, basically being like, hey, this is going to be where everything is now. I will be archiving the old server. I'm not going to delete it, obviously, but it's going to be archived. And yeah. Please don't fall off the edge of the map. Well, can't do much about that, I suppose. Can't do much about that, I suppose. Yeah, I have been busy the last couple days. I've been busy the last couple days. Between getting the video out for Mexico and Patum, I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff for LP Max. Pretty much everything. Well, not everything. I think I'm missing like the last 3 VODs. Not counting this one. But every other VOD is pretty much like fully ready to go and be uploaded. Thumbnails are done and yada yada yada. New server is done. Yeah. I have been a busy bitch. But it feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Yeah, I don't know how long we'll be streaming tonight for, because I will be honest, my throat has been kind of bugging me recently. I think it's because of allergies, but I'm hoping that's all it is. I'm hoping that's all it is. Yeah. I was debating if I wanted to do face cam today. I don't know. Should I do face cam? Am I in the mood to do face cam today? I will be doing face cam for Galaxy though. So that'll be fun. I was looking, I did a lot of research by the way, into trying to figure out like if I can record one like source or one scene in OBS while streaming another. TLDR, yes, but it's complicated. It's complicated. And you could do it one of 2 ways. You could either have 2 instances of OBS open, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not going to do, sounds like hell. Or you could use a plugin, but from what I understand from doing research, the plugin was broken a couple updates ago and they just haven't fixed it. So smile. So I probably will not be doing that, and I'll just have 1 video track. It's lame, but whatever. It's lame, but whatever. You know what? We are doing face cam. Even if just for a bit. I don't know how long I'll have it on, but we'll do face cam for a little bit at least. Smile. Wait, let me change, please. Thank you. Let me change, please. Yep, the plan is simple. I want to get up to anywhere between 82 and 83 today. That's the ideal. And then, like I said, we have like the new video and updates, like the new video, the new Discord, all of that fun stuff. It's out. I'm so happy. It's so happy. Which, by the way, we hit 200 on the. I just got knocked back twice. Nice. We got 200 subs on the channel now, like on the YouTube. So for those who have subs, thank you. Thank you. I don't know why the fuck y'all are subbed to a dumbass like me, but thank you. New videos and stuff comes in. I realize I need to really start uploading shorts on YouTube at some point. That's something I really should start doing. Like, I don't know what type of shorts, maybe stream highlights or something, but I should upload shorts on like weeks that I don't upload like the full video, so that way there's still a semi-consistent like upload. That's the word I'm looking for. That's the word I'm looking for. But yeah. So chat, I have made a discovery, and it wasn't a fun discovery. It was an accidental discovery, but a really annoying one. Apparently, my body does not like chlorohydrate. I learned that the hard way. So for context, this is like completely random story time. Guys, why not? Random story time. The deodorant that I use, it's Everyman Jack. It's the one I've been using for years. But they have like the normal one, and they have like an antiperspirant one. They changed the look of the one scent that I use, but not the other scents that are in the store. And they also started selling the antiperspirant as well. My dumbass didn't remember which one I got, which one I normally do, so I got the wrong one. I got the wrong one, and yeah, my body did not like that. I was like, damn, I feel like I'm on fire, not in a good way. So, TLDR, check which deodorant you pick. If you get one or the other, make sure you get the right one. Where? I'm sorry, Crosset, where was your attack? It just cancelled it? I'm sure? I didn't know you could, like, cancel chain attacks in Xenoblade 2. I know you could in Xenoblade 3, but I didn't know you could in this game. What the heck was that? Big bruh. So, end of last stream, we hit level 81 and then we immediately ended stream because I was like super tired. So I know we're nowhere near 82, so I'm not even going to bother checking. We're just going to do the grind until we have to D-level and do that 2, maybe 3 times, because I don't know, we have gotten to a point now where we need to do like 3 to 3.5 cycles before we hit a new level, which, I'm gonna be honest, is not the greatest, because I need enemies. which is not the greatest because that means obviously it's gonna take longer before we get a new level. Which, I mean, makes sense. The higher level you are, the more you need, the more XP you need, but still. Still. But still. Okay, hold on. I'm taking a fucking drink. I do not know why my throat is bugging me as much as it is today. I wasn't even like doing vocal stuff today. That's a lie. I did some earlier this morning. But my voice was warmed up. And I warmed it down, cooled it down, not down. I don't get it. Whatever. Don't do your thing, please. Thank you. Bye. I don't get XP for that, but bye. Chat, I beat Xenoblade X. I beat everything in the game. The main game and the epilogue. I just have a little bit of side content left. And then I am done. And then I am fully done with the game. And it's been... I can't wait for the media thread. I'm debating between two rankings on giving it. Like, I guess, like, for context, I've told Christian this. Like, I've told you this before. Because you were asking what my rating was before I went into DLC, and I said the base game was like a 7 to 7.5. So, I'm trying to think, like, with the epilogue, where would I rank it? I'm debating between like 2 spots because it's like right in the middle of 2 rankings, and I don't want to make a custom reaction image. I'm gonna have to like look at my media thread to see like which ones I ranked those ratings to see if I enjoyed it more than that or not. TLDR, I did like the game, I just didn't like the epilogue. I don't think it's future connected tier, but it's not as good as the other ones. But then again, it's really hard to be as good as Torna or Future Redeem. So I'll forgive Monolith for that. They cooked with those ones. Also, chat, completely random. I started rewatching Trinity 7 last night, and bro, I forgot how much I love the series. I forgot how much I love it. I need to catch up to the manga. I'm so far behind on it. I think like where I am in the manga is roughly where the second movie ended, which was the like Eternal Library. That was about where I left off in the manga. But I need to catch up. I heard that I forget which character, but one of them became much more I'm gonna say the word and Christian's ears are gonna perk up. But one of them became much more like yandere-esque, which I'm normally not into, but I'm like, I mean, Trinity 7 girls, come on. I think it was Yui. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it's Yui, but I also am very like wrong. It was either Yui or Arin, but I think it's Yui. The music girl. Which, funny enough, is where I left off in the anime. I knew you'd immediately. Ears perk up. Ears just immediately perk up when you hear the word. I can't make fun of you. I do the same thing when I hear Kudere. I'm just like, oh, let's go. I guess it makes sense that like two of the three best girls, in my opinion, for the new Reiji anime coming out, or like the Kudere girls. Then again, like I actually like all of them, except for maybe the pink-haired one, but that's just because we haven't had much time with her. But like all of the other girls, I really like in that show. Like Kotono's adorable. Banri is amazing. She reminds me a lot of Ichika from Quintuplets. I really like Seiha, and then I didn't think I'd like Minami, but she reminds me a lot of Yotsuba, also from Quintuplets. So I'm like, huh. Cool. Yeah, I need to catch up with Trinity 7. Yeah, Trinity 7. I need to catch up to Trinity 7 so badly. I only need one enemy. Gotta cry. Gotta cry. Gonna freaking cry. Yep, I need to figure out what I'm gonna rate Xenoblade X. I guess it's like more of a did my extension to DLC like affect anything with how I feel about the main game? And I guess like in a way, yes. But most of it, I think, in terms of like the main game, I think it's for the better. So, I guess for context, I'm debating it, like, it's between a 7 and a 7.5. And I don't know what I want to rate it as. So pretty much exactly where the base game was. Now, if you want my rating though, like the base game of Xenoblade X is like a 7.5. I would say like main story is like a 7, but with the content, like with the side content, like the side quests and affinity quests and stuff, it's a 7.5. The epilogue, I'm gonna be dead ass. I give it like a 5.5. I was not a fan of it. Like there were like a couple of elements that I liked about it, but there was so much that I didn't like about it that I can't give it anything higher than that. Sounds about right. I gave it a fair shot. You can't fault me for that. I at least gave it a fair shot. It wasn't paid DLC, so I had lower expectations going in. No, like, I didn't expect too much going in either, because I was like, I knew the main story of Xenoblade X was kind of incomplete, and I wasn't expecting it to be like anywhere near Torna or future Redeemed levels. But besides that, I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to expect from it. Yeah. Wasn't future connected levels of bad at the very least. That's true. Don't get me wrong. I think there are some areas where it does do worse than future connected, but overall, I think it is a better DLC. I will say, like, exploration is so much better in future connected compared to Chapter 13, though. Like, I will just say that. I think that's like the only thing that Future Connected does better, though. Which is ironic, considering X is like the exploration game of the series. The DLC has, well, not DLC, but the epilogue has such bad exploration because 80% of it is not even exploring. Whatever. I'm debating, like, do I just, like, do the one tweet that I normally do when it comes to the media thread? Do I make a whole thread about it at one point? Because I do have, like, opinions on it, for better or for worse. I will say though, I love, I almost said the character's name. I love Pizza. Can we please call him Mark? Can we call the spoiler character Mark? Because the reason why I want to call him Mark is because the whole thing is like the, you know, pizza. And I think of like pizza, and the first thing I think of is the Mark's Pizzeria fucking like advertisement. So can we just call the character Mark? I mean, either that or we could just keep calling it pizza. Pizza is a funny name, but I feel like if you talk about pizza, people will think it's a man-on. Which, to be fair, would be funny if people think that it's a man-on. Oh, my right ear loved that. What is it that we were saying in VC the other day? Christian, like, trying to come up with, like, food-related nicknames for the spoiler characters. It was coffee and milk. It was... Fuck! It was coffee and milk. It was butter, and it was pizza. Is that what it, is that what it was? Yo, okay, I'll start to go in. Yeah, 7 was butter. Yeah, because we had pizza for Xenoblade 3, we had coffee and milk for 2, and we had butter for 1. I don't think we're seeing the pearly gates. I hate that I understood that. I don't know, I think it would be like a really funny nickname for the spoiler character in Xenoblade 1. Just like name all of them, like all the spoiler characters after food. Would Future Redeem just be Kit Kat then? Would the Future Redeem one just be Kit Kat? Because, you know, they're a cat. Well, cat. Gormati. I wanted to see how close to the edge I could get. I missed 2 of the 3. I'm in pain. It worked out though, we got 2 enemies. Let's go! I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played this game in a while. I forgot how to target on enemies normally. I've just been walking into them, letting them target. I've been playing so much Xenoblade X. It's become a problem. Why would you do this move? I don't like you. Wait, topple? Wow. I was like, if we could get a chain off of that at the very end, it'd be great. Nope. We do not. No. Oh, I could chain this one. Well, maybe not now. I could chain this. You're in that post-game depression now that you think you're done with Xenoblade X. You got, last check, 260 enough on weapon damage worldwide. Brother! This dude! Forgive me for quoting Tyon, but you're insane! Actually insane. The most I've been doing with Xenoblade recently has, well, with X recently, is I've been level grinding and doing like the last of the affinity quests that I have. Well, except for Mia's, because I haven't gotten her yet. I probably should. I probably should. I finished the quest that was gatekeeping me from, like, continuing that chain. So I should really just go ahead and knock it out. Most others are using the Nappa knife for the build. You don't understand yet? They're using using your babe, the Gatling gun. Dude, I had the Gatling gun for a little bit. Like, I decided to copy a bunch of your build just for a bit to experiment with it. Bro, the TP gain on that is insane. The TP gain and the speed of it is crazy. I ended up going back to, what is it, AR? Or SMG? I forget the weapon type. But I ended up going back to that one because I wanted Hercules Blow and Blossom Dance. Which I still don't understand how Hercules Blow works, I'm gonna be honest. But I'm like, ooh, funny name. Damage over. Range TP gain is so underrated in early mid game. It really is. I kind of wish that I did more of it, but also at the same time I really like the build that I had in early mid game, which was like a physical. Actually, it was a physical TP game build. That's pretty much what it was. It was physical TP game. That's just kind of what I went with. Now that I've beaten X and I've beaten like the epilogue and stuff like that, I need to do research on like some of the like better builds for the game, just to like experiment with some of the more meta builds, especially when it comes to like Endbringer and some of the online missions, like the world missions and stuff like that. Like, I'm doing decent damage now on like world bosses like Yugolith and Plume. I think I'm doing like an average of 23 to 30 mil per fight. Well, not per fight, but per like overdrive, and I'm just like permanently in overdrive. But I don't know. I need to experiment with other builds. I want to get my damage up even more. Which, speaking of, if Plume hasn't been killed yet, because I know it was very low. Was it Plume or Yugolith? I forget. I know one of them was low. If they're not dead by the time I'm done streaming, I might do some attempts on that, just to use up the rest of my attempts. Most of the meta is melee. I know that like a lot of the meta for a while was Hercules Blow. Like before they like but like before they gave the world bosses more HP. God, I can't speak. Before they gave them more HP and more like lives, I guess. I remember like pretty much as soon as they spawned, Hercules Blow would just instantly kill all of them. I don't know if it's still as broken, but I remember that Hercules flow was very broken on release. Why do you do bewitching? It's the worst move in the game. Range builds in general are underrated. I've yet to see like a lot of people use them. I guess melee builds are just like the more popular one. Did you see that Nintendo decided to like shame people who used the drifter class? They fucking decided to like call everyone out who primarily used it on Twitter earlier, and I'm just like, brother. Brother, you don't gotta call me out like that. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that Drifter is not only an overpowered class, but also like the most fun to use. I think your record is about 500 RP off of your glyph in one go, bruh. You got so mad. It really is. Honestly, I'd say it's just like the guild, like the build period, like not even late game. Cause like, well, I guess like you need to work your way to Duelist, but once you get to Duelist, it's like the best class in the game, without like really any rival. The only one that like comes close to it, in my opinion, is what the fuck is the name of it? The mind one. I'm not even trying to do like a mind goblin and stuff shit, but like it's like the mind something one. Cause yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I hit the wrong button. That was fully on me. I meant to hit A, I fat fingered the B. Mastermind, that's what it was. I heard that one was like really good as well. The enemies are gone. No, that was a waste of a salvage. That was really funny though. I did not mean to jump off. I did not mean to jump off at all. My bad. My bad, King. They're back. Well, one of them is. Classes have different base stats, and that one has the highest base potential if you recall correctly. Which one, Duelist or Mastermind? Because I know Mastermind is like, if I'm remembering correctly, Mastermind focuses on like status effects, like status ailments, like I almost said Rock, like this fucking Elden Ring. Mastermind, yeah. It does like a lot more of like status and ether related stuff, which, I mean, if it has the highest potential base stat, then that's good for it. Yeah, who wants to gamble? I want to gamble. We're gonna do some blade pulls in a second. We have 5 blades that we're missing. We're missing 5 blades from the gotcha pull. me. I almost hit the button again. Potential being the best stat in the game, compete with the 5th skill slot. First of all, I need to do research on potential stat, just in general, because I don't know how it works, other than ether damage go burr. But yeah, I just need to do a lot of research on potential. I don't know much about the stat. I'm still confused on how it works half the time. I think, I'm gonna be fully honest, I think potential was the stat that I neglected the most playing through the game, because I just didn't know how it worked. So I ended up just going for physical attack and TP stuff. Just in time for pulls. Yep, we're gonna do pulls after we get up to level 18. So when I D-level, we're gonna do that. I'll just chill with my over 2k range attack over here, brother. I don't think I even get I don't think I even get 2k melee. I'm assuming like the range attack is like your auto attack, right? Actually, wait, now that I think about it, the Knock-on minigun that you use, like the Knock-on Gatling gun that you use for the TP up, that deals ether damage, right? Not physical. So that would be affected by the potential stat. If I'm like understanding correctly, right? Thermal damage. Oh, okay. Fuck. I knew it wasn't physical, I just didn't know what it was. I thought it was ether for some reason. It's funny, because like, in terms of like offensive stats, not even like offensive stats, but like base stats, potential was the one that I neglected the most. And in terms of resistance, gravity was the one I neglected the most. Like I had like consistently like negative 100 gravity resistance almost the entire time playing. Which I mean, to be fair, potential is TP art. Oh, I understand now why it's the most broken stat in the game. I understand. So what I'm hearing is potential focus with Hercules Blow and Blossom Dance go burn. And here, that's what it was. Okay. In my mind, I was like, oh, you know, because like I'm thinking Xenoblade 1, healing and ether are very similar. Like it's the same like base stat for the most part. That's where my confusion came from. Because I remembered it was healing. And I guess like in my mind, I thought healing and ether was the same thing in X. So kind of like how it's similar in 1, but I'm big dumb and I forgot. Before people correct me, I know it's not the exact same. It's not the exact same in 1. It's similar though. It's similar though, because almost every single blue art in Xenoblade 1 relies on ether in some shape or form. I mean, there's a reason why Melia is such a big ether user, and all of her arts are blue. That was where my mind went, but anyway. TP arts go very blurred. I need to use more of them. I recently started doing, what's it called? Blossom Dance. I've been doing Blossom Dance a little bit more on bosses. I'm just like, ooh, I like the damage. I like the damage a lot. What level am I? I wasn't paying any attention, I'm not gonna lie. Let's find out. We are about to be level 18. Probably right after this, I'm gonna be honest. So we'll do this, we'll D-level, we'll buy more cylinders because we are running very low on them. And then we will, what's it called? We will do some blade gambas. Yep, there's the 18. Ooh, just barely hit it too. Ether is the best damage type though, thanks to a certain skill. Core Crusher gets 150% damage in exchange for Ether Arts not breaking parts. Oh. So it's like you sacrifice the like the extra damage you get from breaking appendages just for pure damage though. It's like a trade-off. Huh. It's kind of cool. Kind of requires you to like really strategize on what you want to focus on, like appendage stuff or like pure damage. Because I know there's a lot of skills that rely on appendage breaking. A lot of skills and a lot of augments that do that. Alright, let's buy the stuff that we need and then we will do some gamba. We'll do some blade pulls. Do 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 do. Yeah, I think this like kind of goes to show like just how little I still understand Xenoblade X's mechanics. Like there's so much in the game that I just don't get. Combos with a certain augment, appendage crusher, what it says it does is not what it does. What it really does is it doubles damage to parts so you can stack 5 of them. Oh! So Monolith pulled a Monolith and doesn't explain things properly. Yeah, like this whole time I was like, oh, appendage crusher, because that was the augment I was thinking of. I thought it just dealt extra damage when you break an appendage. I didn't know it was just like damage overall. Okay, so that is just broken then. That's just completely broken. Because you could just stack as much damage, like as much ether damage as you want, while focusing on an appendage. But that appendage will never break because the ether just, that is insane. Oh, that is fucking dirty. I love it. Oh, that is filthy. I want to try it so badly now. Wait a minute. Wait, I want to try that now. I'm trying to... I know exactly what boss I'm gonna fucking try it on as well. The one inside of the goddamn sphere. Although the damage types might as well be playing hard mode. Man, I have... my entire build is based around physical damage. Well, shit. I mean, I guess, like, to be fair, one of the nice things about Xenoblade X is that, like, you don't have to only do one build. Like, you're able to mess around with different builds for each boss. Like, if you're struggling on one boss, you could change it and try a different build for a different boss, and then default back to your original build afterwards. Stuck to thermal out of pure stubbornness. Well, there's 2 bosses I could think of that I'm gonna try the ether build strat with. There's a giant skull inside of a cave that I want to fucking beat up. I tried doing it once and it doesn't work. So that'll be really useful because I know those bad boys have a lot of appendages to choose from. And then there's another boss that Fitz showed me the other day. And we both tried to kill it and we both got our ass handed to us. It was really funny. Most Gatling gun arts are locked to thermal. Ah, that's true, yeah. I forgot that like a lot of Gatling guns are locked to thermal, and a lot of the like big cannon ones, I forget what they're called, are locked to like gravity. Also, chat, for those who don't know, we are missing 5 blades in the polls. We are missing Finch. Yes, somehow we are still missing her. Finch, Vale, Abrona, Akos, and Petroka. Those are the only 5 we are missing. Most speeds are locked to electric. It makes me think, because like, now that I think about it, most longsword arts are locked on physical as well. So it makes me wonder if like, each weapon is primarily locked to a certain element. I didn't even think of that before. Starting to see which weapons are the least used now. Yep. Yep. Big oof. Big oof. Isn't there a... I'm just gonna skip the next 3. Watch me get a rare blade now. Just watch. 2. And we're just gonna go to 60, by the way. I was gonna be like, doesn't Pandora use like a spear as well? So it'd be kind of like poetic. You know, electric spear, but no, she uses the big ass sword because that's Zeke's default. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I know I said we were going up to 60. I lied. We're gonna do a little more. Gonna do a little more. Hold on. I got a phone call. Give me a second. Holy core crusher worked on all elements, so the other elements had some sort of equipment. Honestly, yeah, that'd be nice, because that would like allow you to like experiment with different elements, different builds other than just ether. That said, though, I'm still gonna try ether because I think it's cool. I want to see how broken it is for myself. Alright, chat, I'm gonna be right back. I need to quickly grab something. I'm back. Back. Sorry about that. Had to grab something for my sister. She hurt her hand the other day, so she was having trouble. So I wanted to grab that for her real quick. I almost walked off the edge. Broken as all get out. It's what you did back in the Wii U days, so you need something different. That makes sense. Like, you did something for how many years it was. And now that the game released again, you're like, you know, I want to try something new. New weapon, new element, new me. Definitely understandable. I was a little early on that. Also, chat, I'm going to take this moment real quick. Never mind. Yes, I will, because I still have a little time. I'm gonna take this moment to promote the new shit that's been going on. First of all, there is a new video out. Smile. So, for those who haven't watched it yet, go give it a watch. I'm happy with it. We completed Kirby's Dream Land 3. Very fun game. Actually, I got to like relive part of my childhood doing it, so it's really cool. But the other thing, bigger news, I guess. We have a new Discord. New Discord from the ground up. Exclamation point Discord. There's gonna be a lot of stuff in there. I'll be using it a lot more. We're gonna be like doing things in there as well. Like I'm gonna be streaming a lot more very soon. So it's like a perfect time to make a new server. So we'll be doing like some community gaming nights and stuff in there as well at some point. So yeah, if that's the thing that people are interested in, exclamation point Discord. We got a new one. Thinking when the Switch 2 comes out, hopefully X gets its fabled 60 FPS mode, you do a sniper rifle build. Dude, I don't know much about the sniper rifle build other than like I was looking at some of the skills related to that class and it's like, dude, you could probably build like a really overpowered class, like a really overpowered build with sniper. I haven't tried it yet, but just from like the little bit that I saw, I'm just like, I see the vision, I see potential. I see potential. Let's grab all this. We are almost at 80 hours, boys. God damn. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. And I mentioned before, we're gonna do Galaxy very soon. We're doing Galaxy tomorrow. We're gonna start Galaxy 100% tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. And then hopefully the video for that will be out sometime soon-ish. And then new archipelago videos going up, hopefully within the next like 2 weeks or so. So that'll be a big pog. Which, speaking of, I mentioned before, but Archipelago Season 2 is a go, officially. We're still working on like sending out the invites and deciding on a date, but Archipelago Season 2 is a go. I'm not even joking when I said I've had people asking me on Discord, I've had people asking me on Twitch. So, we are doing Archipelago Season 2. New people, some returning people, new games, some of the same games, new gimmicks. It's gonna be a thing. And that'll be happening sometime this summer. So, yeah. Another big streamer collab event. I hope people are looking forward to that. The last one was really fun. Like, for those who weren't there last time, there was 4 of us. There were 4 of us streaming. It was myself, Christian, Ant, and Poland. And I mean, like most people know, I don't really pay attention to like view count and stuff like that. But I was looking at the analytics and stuff because I'm like, okay, you know, it was my first like streamer event that I had done, which, you know, collaborated with multiple streamers for one big event. So I was curious how I did. We had about 100 people watching overall, so I'm like, damn. So I'm looking forward to it. I've had a lot of people, I've had like quite a couple people ask about a new archipelago. So yeah, we are pretty much confirmed getting 3 new people in. I'm not going to say who they are yet, but smile. I was stuck with the feeling of what now? Nothing in the backlog speaks to you, and while E33 looks cool after grabbing that pre-order, needs to be saving for a bit. Yeah. I haven't played any of E33 yet. Like, I have a couple friends who've been talking about it. It looks really good. But I don't know if the gameplay would be something that I'm, like, super into. But I've also heard a lot of good about it, so who knows, I might play it. My main issue with Expedition 33 so far, from what I could tell, is that it's Xbox. Like, I don't think it's on PC, and I don't think it's on, like, PlayStation. So, I don't have a way to play it. I might be wrong. They might have, it might be on platforms I have, but I don't know. You heard it has heavy Xenoblade 3 vibes. I've heard like comparisons to Xenoblade 3. I've heard comparisons to like older Fire Emblem. It's on all platforms except from Switch. Where the fuck did I read it was Xbox exclusive? Well, if that's the case, I might pick it up on Steam. I might have to do that. Switch too soon, Copium. I believe... Hey, you know what? The Switch 2 got Elden Ring. We could surely get Expedition 33. Besides, I saw the game director for that, and Kodaka were like complimenting each other on Twitter. Which honestly we need more of. We need more of game devs complimenting each other and building each other up instead of tearing each other down. We love to see it. Made me so happy. The amount of times I've tried doing the sob emote and it goes to Sobaid. It's caught me off guard a couple of times. I'm like, brother. It's why nowadays I just do like my own try emote. Like, it's why I just do this emote now. Because I don't have to worry about it. It's like all third-party games at this point. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the game key stuff. I'm gonna be honest. Feels like I know that the world is like slowly fading and phasing away from like physical games and physical cartridges. But I don't know. Call me old school. I like to actually own what I'm playing and not just to buy a license to play. I say as if I didn't literally just say I was gonna buy something on Steam, which is a license, but shut up. I am a selective hypocrite. Bye, Nia. I am a selective hypocrite, okay? But yeah, I don't know, like, I did hear that Elden Ring is going to be game key only as well. I don't know if it's confirmed, but I did hear rumors about it, and I'm just like, please no. Please no. I think their intentions are good, trying to fix all the games, but from the box, so I think it just gives game destiny. Yeah, like I think it's like a mix of that, but also, like I said, the whole like not actually owning games. It's a combination of both that I have an issue with. Why is Bravely Default a 3DS port? It's only 11 gigs. Need to be a game key. Exactly, it's so small. Yeah, I guess that like 11 gigs nowadays is like super small. It's crazy. I don't understand. I don't get it at all, man. I don't get it at all. It makes me wonder, like, if the Oblivion remake, or yeah, I guess it would be a remake, because it's made from the ground up. If they if that ever goes to Switch 2, if that's gonna be a game card as well, because it's third party. Hate it all. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I just started thinking of Zed. Just the I hate it. This wretched world, I loathe it. Me to the game card industry. These companies like LRG won't have a monopoly in the indie space necessarily line. I mean, true. Like, there's definitely good that comes out of, you know, like games with like on like that's digital only and stuff like that. Like, there's definitely some element of good, but there's also like, you have to take the bad with the good, and then there comes a point where you have to decide, like, is the bad worth the good, or is the good worth the bad? Yeah, is the good worth the bad, I think. How does that saying go? I forget. One of the two. It's the only thing Zed had a point after all. Plot twist, the whole reason why Zed initiated the Endless Now was because he didn't want physical games to go away. We'll see though. Can't imagine they made game key cards if they didn't have a long-term solution for them. I am curious on like what Nintendo's like mindset is with it. I am very curious on where the mindset is and what they have planned. Now, whether I agree with it or not, I don't know. But I am at least curious to see what they have planned and what they're gonna do with it. Some more region specific apparently, like Japan has way more keycards than we do in the US. I did see that, yeah. Japan has a lot of keycards. Which, if I'm not mistaken, was actually like a cause of, not concern, but like a cause of discussion. Because a lot of people were thinking that the Japan one is going to carry over to US. And that the US would get a bunch of keycards, kind of similar to like how people thought the physical and digital version of Mario Kart World was a different price because it was in the UK, but it's not in the States. I don't know, there's a lot of like nervous discussion going around. It's also just... Where do I pick up my Mobius mask? Alright, yeah, here's the Binea. Here's the question. If you were to join Mobius, which Mobius, like which console's mask would you like? Because each console has a like unique or semi-pseudo-unique mask. Which mask would you choose if you were a member of Mobius? You assume you remember any of the design? I mean, X looks like a giant X. I'm gonna be honest, the ones I mostly remember are X and an M. Those are like the only ones I remember. Or was that just her head? That might have just been her head being super big and not the mask. And if that's the case, sorry X for assuming. My bad. Chat, recently I've been sleeping on the wrong side of the bed because I've been having a hard time sleeping and like staying asleep. So I'll just end up sleeping at the foot of my bed and then I sleep through the entire night and I'm just like, bro. Just bro. Console Beats is kind of cool. Who else? I don't remember what Beats looks like. Hold up. Let me look now. Oh, this dude. That dude. I forget his name. I feel really bad. But the console that was with Sagiri, I remember I really liked his mask as well. But again, I also just liked him. I also just liked that console. I just forget which letter he was. And if you were to ask me why I liked him, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I do not know. I will say, I think X's is like the most iconic because her mask is literally just the shape of an X. Is it console V? Hold on. It might be. Oh, you know which console has a very, I won't say unique mask, but a mask that I remember more than I want to? Console fucking W. If you know, you know. I had to look at this fucker for so long because he gatekept the entirety of the DLC. And I was so annoyed. Bye. X was a hint on Xenoblade X all along. True, and then you have the radio and all that stuff. Like, bro, it's all connected, I swear. Speaking of like everything being connected and stuff, Jake, I was in a VC with Jake the other day, and we were talking like theories and stuff, and he sent me like the Xenogears like true guideline theory thing, and I'm just here like, why would you remind me of this? I wiped this from my memory like over 5 years ago. Why would you remind me of this absolute mess that is Xenogears? I swear they're throwing out connections willy-nilly now. They kind of are. Like, on one hand, I like it, especially because like there are some connections that make a lot of sense. It would flow like pretty well into each other. Okay, we need a little less than 10k. But on the other hand, there's a couple of connections where I'm just like, did what's his fucking name? Did Ian Flynn write this? Because it feels like there's some references just for the sake of references. I think one of the most on the nose ones, where like even I like rolled my eyes a little bit, was in Future Redeemed, when Niall was gonna play the piano, and the kids asked her to play a certain song, and I'm just like, brother. Brother. I feel like that was a reference just for the sake of being a reference, but it was fun. It was funny. Also, Chaos, I forget, because you mentioned your like post-game stuff. Did you finish the epilogue for Xenoblade X? Ah. My nose is bugging me, bro. I don't like it. Bringer of Chaos Ultimate reference is king. It was such a funny reference. Why is my nose bugging me so much, bro? I mean, I know why, it's allergies, but... Ugh. You completed it? Okay. There was one part in the epilogue, I won't say which part, in case like anyone else is watching who hasn't beaten the epilogue. But there's one part of the epilogue where Pizza is talking, and the whole time I'm just like, this motherfucker's going to like name drop something in Xenogears, isn't he? Because it was like leading up to it. It didn't, but the whole time I was just like, you motherfucker. Now, I will say though, like there are some references where I was kind of like on with like the Xenoblade series, but the entirety of Future Redeem's final boss, I will say that is a goated reference, and no one could change my mind. No one could change my mind. Everything with the Xenogears, the Xenoblade 3 Future Redeemed final boss. Everything about it was just S-class. And there were so many references in that final boss as well. From the music, to the boss design, to the name. And I'm just like, brother, I'm eating good. I'm eating good. It's kind of funny because, like, you know, as like a fan of like Xeno's lore and stuff like that, I kind of expected, like, you know, the lore references to like Gears and Saga to be like the big, like, holy shit, it's so cool. But the thing with Xenoblade 3's like Future Redeem's references that I like the most, I didn't want to do that. The thing that I like the most is honestly the music reference, because the final boss theme for that is a companion piece to the final boss theme in Xenoblade 1. Like, it's written purposely as a companion piece. And kind of a fun fact, it's also in the same scale and chord progression. I love Phrygian scale. Sounds so evil. Part 1's very meh. 2 started warming up to me, but overstayed. Welcome a bit. 3 enjoyed a lot, but way too powerful for it to be over. So hold on. Please, no. That dude was fucking chasing me down. Oh my god. If we're talking about the epilogue, yeah. Like, part 1 was okay for me. Like, I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it. Part 2, I'm going to be honest, I absolutely hated. A big chunk of my complaints about Xenoblade X's epilogue is from part 2. And then part, what's it called? Part 3 was good. Well, okay, correction. Part 3, like, the build-up was good. The delivery was good. But it was too short. Like, they spent so much time on the build-up to part 3. And then took away the end of part 3 so quickly that it felt like it was building up to something that was not fully finished. That was at least how I felt with it. Like, I still enjoyed part 3, it was definitely my favorite part of the epilogue. But it felt unfinished. And then with the pacing issues that part 1 and 2 had, it left a very sour taste. Which is why I give it a 5. It also didn't help that, like, and I know, like, I am being very nitpicky when it comes to my complaints with Xenoblade X's stuff, but a lot of the issues that I had with X's, like, villain, with like, the epilogue, was the same issues that I had with Xenoblade 3's villains, and it felt like instead of fixing that, they just doubled down on it. You should be dead. I mean, you are dead, but you should be, like, dead. Personally, felt like it was all the side quests that should have unlocked at the part 1, and if they were, I don't think it would be in any fit. No, honestly, yeah. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Bye. If all the questing stuff in part 2 were optional side quests that you could do after part 1 was open and were not forced on you, I would not have had an issue with them. I think the only one that was, like, actually worth was the Nopon one. Especially, like, if you've already explored a lot of Sylvalum, you would have found that Nopon anyway. So there would have been some, like, legitimate, like, emotional payout with that. The other, like, 2 is like, I'm sorry, who the fuck are you and why do I care? Especially, like, right after, I forget if it was Nagi or Maurice. One of them was just like, oh yeah, we have, you know, a bunch of teams working on this, on the exact same thing. I'm just like, then let them handle these fuckers. Please. For the love of God. No, I think my biggest issue with the epilogue was just the villain. I did not like the villain at all. I'm not gonna like, the only thing I liked about the villain, I'm not gonna say his name obviously because spoilers for those who have not finished the epilogue for Xenoblade X. The only thing I liked about the villain was his voice, because it reminded me a lot of Shide from Summertime Render. And anything that reminds me of Shide is an automatic plus in my book, because I love that villain. Thinking about them as side quests really helped me take them easier the most. It really didn't bother me, but it's clear I'm the minority in that. Yeah. I think it was like just the fact that it was forced and that it was so long. And that each one had like anywhere from 5 to 10 cutscenes as well. Like that definitely did not help the pacing. Because I'll be honest, like if they were main quests, like let's say they stay as main quests. If they would have cut the cutscenes in half and just make it like text dialogue, because let's be real, a lot of that could have been text dialogue. I think a lot of people wouldn't have minded them as much. But the fact that it was just cutscene after cutscene of what many people would feel would be like an irrelevant main quest forced on you over and over again 3 separate times. I like the villain concept, the execution they do. No, honestly, yeah. Like, the concept is cool. I'll give it that. The concept is really cool. But my plot... Like, I like the concept, but I also didn't like it. I like the concept because I always love, like, that type of character archetype, especially when they're villains. But I also didn't like it because it was the exact same that the last 2 villains in the Xenoblade series has had. It's the exact same concept, just with a different morality point. Because it's the exact same as both Zed and Alpha. So, I don't know, I was just a little burnt out of that particular concept trope because it was 3 times in a row. I'm just like, brother. Brother. Like, on its own, it's a great concept, but if you do it 3 times in a row, it's like, there's such a thing as beating a dead horse. And I think they kinda did it with that one, but that's also just me. I don't know, some people may have loved the villain in X's epilogue. I don't know. I was just burnt out of it personally, but that's just me. He also fell into the same, like, issue that I had with Zed, where, like, he showed how powerful he was, and then he just didn't do shit until the very end. Even with the spears, like, I'm not gonna lie. When I was doing the spears, I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if he, like, you know, start retaliating, being like, oh, hey, don't do this. The more you do this, the more difficult it'll get up until the boss, because it's him fighting back. No, he just lets you do it. I'm like, okay. I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. I had an Ares 90s at that point. I would have one-shot anything. But the idea, the concept of it would have been neat. The concept would have been neat. I think next time I go through the epilogue, because I am gonna have to go through the epilogue again, because I didn't have Mia, so whoops. Next time I go through the epilogue, I want to try to make it like a challenge run. I want to do it without any spears and without using any of the dolls. I just want to do it on foot with no spears. See how difficult it was. Because I'm gonna be honest, the final boss was not difficult for me. I accidentally one-shot him. I meant to click a different art and I fat fingered to the cannon. And I was like, ah, shit. I was like, ah, shit. Didn't want to do that. So I definitely will be replaying through the epilogue eventually. Who knows? Maybe I'll have like a deeper appreciation of it playing through it again now that I like know what happens. And I'm able to like look out for more things. Because I think like a lot of my complaints with the epilogue was like the... How would I phrase it? It was like the way it presented itself to the first time you did it. I think like in terms of like replayability, you could learn a lot about it and probably learn to appreciate it better. But on the first playthrough, I think it could definitely be rough, especially if you had the issues that I had with it. So I do want to replay through it and see if I have like a better appreciation of it. I like the design, I like the idea of the fight. You beat it way too fast to get it. So, yep, same. I accidentally one-shot. I like exploring the final area awarded to you in the fight, and I like the music. Yeah, honestly, all of that was pretty good. The design was good. Like, the design of the villain was good, except for maybe, like, the final design. I wasn't the biggest fan of. Like, I didn't hate it, but I was like, oh, it's this again. But I like his, like, normal design. What is that crusted dude? Exploring the final area was a lot of fun. I love how much, like, aerial mobility you had. It made it, like, actually seem like you were, like, fully exploring a new world. It was awesome. And then the music was great. Like, I loved the music in the epilogue. And in terms of, like, there is one other positive, and that is, the character who joins you. I really like him. I really like him. Why would you do this to me? Why, Nero? Please. Okay, there we go. I almost went again. I don't need to. We're 18. I think that should be enough for 82. This motherfucker. This motherfucker. I need 1,000. I like the final ghost fight scene, mostly when Cross goes burr. You know which part? Only wish you could use your skill. Yeah, I know. That was one like thing I noticed. I was like, aw, you're like forced to see the default ones in the cutscenes, which kind of took away from it a little bit. Which, I mean, I understand because, you know, at that point of the game, there's like, what, 21 skulls or something like that that you could craft. And then a bunch of different like color customizations and weapon customizations. Like, I understand that, like, from an animating standpoint, that'd be an absolute nightmare to do. So I understand why they did it. But I don't know. Would have been neat. I need, I think, 2 more enemies. I am going to be ending stream pretty soon, by the way, chat, because I know it's a shorter stream for this one, but in my defense, yes, I am going to pull it in my defense. I was going to stream fucking 2 hours ago. Over 2 hours ago. We were gonna start streaming at around 8:30, 9 o'clock. I had a Nintendo problem. Stuff happened. Smile. Yeah, exactly. Stuff happened. So short stream today, but it will be normal length tomorrow. Because I am streaming tomorrow. We're doing Galaxy 100%. We're gonna be starting it. I'm very excited. I'm super excited. And also very nervous. I have not played Mario Galaxy in... God. Many years. many years. I'm looking forward to it though. Stuff happened, but Christian helped me fix it, so thank you, Christian. Thank you, Goat. Thank you, King. Ow. So I've been using my new controller. I haven't had any drift at all. I'm so happy. So you want to follow the beginning with stuff? Nah, let's just blame Nintendo. You know what we do? We blame Doug Bowser. We blame Bowser. He didn't do it. He didn't have anything to do with it. We just blame him anyway. blame him for everything exactly. Hey, you want to see this super awesome Mario Kart Direct full of things that'll persuade you on why it's worth $80? And then it's just everything we have seen already and one new thing. There we go. Level 82. Did anyone else just see that? I can't say video. Did anyone else just... Excusez-moi. Hold on. I'm paying money again. I need to see if I could, like, recreate that. What in the world? What? When was the last time I saved? I probably should have done that before. Oh well. No, it wasn't that. Huh. Yeah, I have no clue what that was. I thought it was a Twitch thing. So no, like there was something in the game. I think it was like the red, like the red thing hanging from the ceiling, just like glitching out. I think that's what it was, but I don't know why it would have glitched out there. So odd. Ah, no, not you. You. There it is. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Weird is what it was. Does this count as me breaking the game again? Also, yeah, I did find a way to break Xenoblade X. Not in the same way that I've broken every other game in the series, though. So, like, in every game in the series, for Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 3, they both have, like, a Blade album, or, like, a Hero album, where you can see characters that you don't have. I ended up glitching out the Blade album once, to where it showed this, like, the non-silhouette of people that you don't have. And then I did the same thing in Xenoblade, in Xenoblade 3 once. I haven't been able to do it with X, though. Also, you will come home soon. You will come home soon. I don't know how I do not have you when I have her. I got her before I got you, and I don't understand. You will come home soon eventually as well. You're not gacha related though, you're side quest related, and that's so much further away. I'm not able to... Oh, I just realized I'm not going to be able to get Theory until... When do you get Theory? It's like chapter 7 is the earliest you could get her, I think. Because you have to go to... I almost said Primordia. What's it called? Mortha. No. The fucking... Where the war takes place. I forget where it is. But that's where you get her. You start the quest. Temperentia, thank you. Yeah. You have to go there to get her. I mean, like, you start her Blade quest earlier. I think you can start her Blade quest as early as chapter, like, 4. But you don't actually unlock her until 7. Smile. Alright. Firstborn goes to Nia as per usual. Looking at clip, it was one of the hanging tassels thing. Why did it glitch out? Because it did glitch out, right? It wasn't just like me running at a wheel like a weird angle. Like it did like properly glitch, right? Oh, was it just the angle? Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna have to go back and look now as well because I'm very curious. Bum, 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 bum. I do be sleepy. Alright, chat. I did mention before I'm going to be heading off. I'm going to give you guys the option on what to watch. Do you want to do more Xenoblade 2? Or do you want to do Mario Odyssey speedrunning? Because for those who don't know, I used to speedrun the game. So I'm gonna leave that to chat. Do you want to see Odyssey speedrunning, or specifically someone learning Odyssey speedrunning, or more Xenoblade 2? Can't find anything in the backlog. No, the Elden Ring run it is. Claws sound like a fun weapon you ever touch. Claws go burr. Claws go burr. Have fun with that. You can get claws like really early in Elden Ring, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Like, isn't there like a pair of claws in Stormvale Castle? If I'm remembering correctly, it's either Stormvale or Castle Morn. I forget. It's one of the Liurnia castles. Well, not Liurnia. The Limgrave castle. Hook claws. That's what it was. Yeah. I remember. The only reason I know is because I recently watched a video that Bushy did of him doing a run with claws. Like going through like different claws and bleed builds. That's the only reason I know. So basically, Chaos, what I'm hearing is you're gonna go for the Mooncar build. Please name your character Mooncar if you're doing claws. Like name it Mooncar with like the red bear fucking moveset. Because that's what he does. Maining the Raptor Tions and the Claws of Night later. I don't think I ever got the Claws of Night. That'd be cool though. Dude, I miss Elden Ring. I miss Elden Ring. I need to go back to it. I'm gonna skip a couple, I don't care. I swear to God. DLC weapon. I was gonna say, I don't think I recognize the name of it, so I was like, that has to be DLC, right? Right. Bro, what is my luck? Oh, my lack of luck. Holy shit. We're going until 50, by the way. And then we'll do the last rare blade, or the last rare pull. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the ones we don't have, the ones we don't need, and then we'll do, what's it called? We'll get rid of our final rare blade. Not rare blade, our final rare crystal. It's Ash, might as well be a shotgun skill that instant procs bleed. I would imagine that, like, Lords of Blood's Exaltation would be like an insane talisman with that weapon then. Because doesn't that like increase attack power when there's blood loss in presence? Or like in vicinity? Alright, final rare. I want Finch, so we're going with this. Alright, well, we ain't getting shit. Alright, chat. Okay, that was a 4-star. You know, I'm not gonna complain too much about that. I'm not gonna complain too much about that. Okay. Chat. Do we go for... Okay, it looks like Chris is almost done with his run. Do we raid Chris? He's doing, he's learning Royal Odyssey any percent. And he is in Moon Kingdom right now. Do we raid him? Or should we raid a Xenoblade 2 streamer? I'll let you guys decide, because I know Chris is like decently close to the end of the, actually very close to the end of the run. He's just learning still. I'll let people decide, and if there's no answers, then I'll do a coin flip. Actually, I won't do a coin flip. I'll just do Chris. Pause. Pause. There's an enemy! Yippee! Oh, he's not learning XD skills. Rip. Played around with it a bit, but not full run. I need to do like runs and stuff again. Like part of me's like, do I want to do a run where I only level up one stat, or do I want to do like a weapon type run? I don't know what type of like challenge run I want to do for Elden Ring, but I want to do one run soon. But alright, chat. This is fun. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna send you guys over to Chris. He's doing Super Mario Odyssey. He is learning the speed run, the any percent speed run, which, fun fact, we actually used to do. We had a, what was our time? It was like a 106, 107, I think, or something like that. Something like that. I forget what my time is. Don't bother checking, because I'm probably wrong. Actually, I could check. I could check. I could check. Everything is like fucking slow. Lordy. Lordy McGordy. It is a... What do I have? 107. Okay, I was right. Yeah, I have a high 107. But yeah, alright. I'm gonna send you guys over to Chris. Wish him luck on his on the Odyssey speedrunning attempts. Once again, for those who missed the news before, there's a new video out where we 100%ed Kirby's Dream Land 3, and we also now have a Discord, so people could join that, and yeah, smile. Anyway, thank you all for coming up. Give Chris all of the love and all of the good vibes, because Odyssey is certainly a game of all time to speedrun. There's a reason I stopped. But yep. Wish him best of luck. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Mario Galaxy 100%. Bye!